I feel like jingle bells are one of the signs of the season, and this one comes to us from Bethlehem Lights. So, if you are not familiar with Bethlehem Lights, they're a leader in the commercial lighting industry, and they bring us their technology in pieces that we can use in and around our homes. So, this light is done with greenery, or the wreath rather, with that's really realistic. So, nice, high quality greenery. It's got a little touch of white in there, so it looks like there's freshly fallen snow. It has pine cones as well, but then you're also getting the Bethlehem Lights technology and the 50 LED lights that are in the wreath. So you've got a timer, you've got multiple lighting functions, you even have a sensor, so this can light up as soon as it gets dark all on its own. It's about 26 inches in diameter, so a really nice size. And I think the star of this wreath is the jingle bells. These are real metal jingle bells. It reminds me of the Polar Express, if you've seen that movie, where if you can hear the bell, that means that you still believe in the magic of Christmas. So if you can't hear it, then I mean, maybe you just don't believe in the magic anymore. H229560 is your item number. We have 1,000 of these to go around. You've got a clearance price of $61.92, which saves you $29.08 off of our usual QVC price. First day you're seeing this wreath presented at this clearance price. I want to welcome in Rachel Pavis. She brings us great seasonal decor ideas, and it's always great to see you, Rachel.
Oh, thanks so much for having me. Great to see you too, Vanessa. And we just presented this the other day
We
together.
did.
I love this wreath. It's beautifully done. It's outdoor safe, and you mentioned it's 26 inches in diameter. You have those gorgeous galvanized jingle bells that actually work. So if you hang this on your front door, when people come in, they're going to hear that jingle bell. And I also love too the little light frosting, so it looks like it's just been kissed by the snow. But again, outdoor safe. It's a very light flocking. It's actually done differently than we typically do our flocking, so that it can be safer outside. It's kind of painted on, so it's on there for good. And this has all those great lighting features too that we love. It does 2 of the twinkle settings and then 3 of the glisten settings. And you mentioned it has that photo sensor. And the photo sensor is really great because with daylight savings happening, like we just had over the weekend, this senses when it gets dark rather than by a time period. So when it starts to get dark, it automatically turns on and then it'll stay lit for you. And you get to choose the number of hours that you want it lit, whether you want it 6, 8, or 10 hours.
I mean, it's all those great features that are now packed into a wreath. It's like the features that we love about our Christmas trees from Bethlehem Lights and our garland from Bethlehem Lights, but now you can have it where you can display on your door, or maybe it's a mantle. I do want to turn it around so that you can see what the battery box looks like, because it's nice and easy to operate, which I think is really great about Bethlehem Lights, Rachel, is that not only do we have all these features, but you make them easy to use, because there's nothing more frustrating than when you can't figure out how to make it twinkle or glisten.
Right. Yes, it's just those push buttons and it's very well labeled. So you can choose when it says light option, and when you press that light option, it will go to that twinkle setting. It does 2 different twinkles, and then it'll go through the 3 speeds of glisten. And you also see that photo sensor timer, and notice that it lights up at the top. Right now, the light above super bright, indicating that it's on the super bright mode. And if you press that photo sensor or timer, it will light up to the 6, 8, or 10 at that button there. So there I'm showing it to you on the twinkle. I'm going to press it again, and it slows down a little bit. If I press it one more time, it does the glisten feature. And then I press it again, and it slows down the glisten. And then if I press that one more time, it slows it down even more. So steady on, whether you want to do it with the twinkle or the glisten. This is a beautiful wreath. I mean, it's so well done. Those are real pine cones that are on there as well. They are kiln dried, so they are preserved for you. And this is a piece that you can use inside or out. I mean, I love putting a wreath on the front door, but also inside the home on different doors. You can even put one on the pantry door or on the powder room door. It doesn't have to just be the front door, but also, and even over the mantle, that's there in the dining room, beautifully done on a mirror like that. But even setting it tabletop and using it as a centerpiece is another way to decorate with a wreath. So
I mean, I think if you have kids in the house, especially like your grandkids, your own kids, the jingle bell is so magical that wherever you put it, just make sure that it's going to jingle a little bit because they're going to love that. But also it's that idea of like, do you still believe in the magic? Can you hear the jingle bell, which I think is so
Yes.
sweet and so special. And then you also have that illumination as well. So it'll be the piece that they look forward to, especially every single year to come out like, when are we getting the jingle bell? When are we getting the jingle bell? And so it'll definitely become one of those ones that's like a staple and a tradition that you bring out every single year. And you're able to take advantage of a clearance price to get yours home in enough time for you to start decorating for this season. $61.92 is our new clearance price. First day you're seeing this wreath at this price, which saves you $29.08. You've got 3 easy pays of $20.64. But if you're shopping with your Q card, you have 5 easy payments on everything on air and online through the end of the year. So if you want to get your wreath home with your Q card, you can take advantage of 5 monthly payments. H229560 is your item number. You've got all of the light functions, which are nice and easy to use and to cycle through, indoor, outdoor, and then that photo sensor as well. It's just a little tail that sticks out, and that's what's going to sense when it's getting dark. So it'll light up on its own, which, Rachel, I think especially for a wreath is a great feature because you don't have to like get it off the back of the door to turn on the lights. Oh, okay. I think we lost Rachel for a second, but yeah, if it's hanging up on your door, you don't have to take the wreath down now to access that battery box in the back to turn it on or to change the functions because that photo sensor will sense when it's getting dark. Take advantage of those easy pays to get yours home. H229560 is your item number. I don't know if Rachel's back, but if she's listening, Rachel, it was so great to see you. I hope you have a beautiful evening. Oh, Rachel's going to be sticking with us. I forgot she was. So we are talking about our Bethlehem Lights Christmas tree. It's customer top